Are you kidding me? What is all this? Hey, what are you doing? I'm finding some resale on the curb. That's purty. Yep, that's not getting scrapped. No way, no how. This might can go to my house. This has been well loved. I'm excited. My girlfriend has agreed to take photos of that Weber grill and post it for sale. All right, so I just dropped off the Weber grill at my house. And it looks like we got a situation. Aww. I think us old folks should be immune from being pulled over. You heard of diplomatic immunity. We'll have chronologically challenged immunity. I'm glad I was able to take that grill off because it just gets wrecked. What? I don't get it. Art room, huh? Oh, it come from a school, probably. Catching on stuff. Totally catching on stuff. This is kind of rare that the Union Pacific is using this particular line, because this is off the beaten path. I'm not exactly sure where it goes, but yeah, it's rare. What do you think? Should I try to sell that cart? You know, it looks like a computer cart with some sides on it. I'm guessing that's where a monitor goes. Maybe. I don't even know what that cart is for, but someone does, and someone probably wants it. What is this by the dumpster? Yes, please. A lot of people think I slam the shifter into park. No, it's all of the locks unlocking at once. Makes it sound like that. Thanks for leaving it out. It even has a leash. Walk in the scrap, walk in the scrap. Hey, don't go too far. So yeah, so I think that cart is gonna be for sale for 20 bucks, and then I think $40 for the Weber grill. Are you heavy? Nope. And yeah, so you probably remember in all of last year, once a month I would make a compilation video of whatever that month was. So let's say the month of March, or this month, July. I would make a compilation video that was hours long when I re-edited, let's say, the year 2021. And so I'd make a compilation video of that entire month of 2021, 2022, whichever year, 2020. And so the entire month in chronological order I would re-edit. Let's say there was 10 videos that month, and I would do it in order, and I would only have the scrapping portions. So if I had me playing in the band or driving around telling a story, or something that was not strictly scrap related, I would edit that out. And it turned out, and I know some of the viewers didn't like it, but YouTube really pushed those videos out to folks that have never seen a scrap video. And it was some of those videos had 600,000 views, and these are videos that are 2, 3, 4, 5 hours long. And so it was it brought in a lot of folks that would never see a scrapping video. So I've not done one in 6 months because it's July of 2025. I think I'm gonna do that for July of 2022. Yeah, but it's not just me taking some old footage and re-uploading it. It's not that at all. It's taking the entire month in chronological order and opening up and re-editing those videos, shrinking each one of those videos down from, let's say, a 30-minute video down to, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, where it's just the scrap. And I'm doing it for a couple of reasons. For one, the new viewers, but also I want to make some really long videos so that people can watch something. How do I? All right, for instance, my parents, when I was growing up, would have the television on the news the entire time that they were awake. So 18 hours straight, they would listen to the news. And it could be, any flavor of the news, because, there's left-leaning and right-leaning news. And these days, I think that the news is just so polarized that it's not... I couldn't listen to news all day long without being bothered, or all fired up about something, or so having these scrap videos that are lengthy, let's say 3-4 hours long, where we know that there's not going to be anything that is going to get you all fired up, nothing political. The most that we're going to have is some prayer. And it's just talking to God kind of prayer. It's not, I'm not trying to talk you into any religion. So that's my whole goal for making those videos, for new folks and for something to have on the TV because we don't really have any other options right now without getting us all fired up about something. I just got a text from the church that they have a bunch of scrap aluminum for me. So this is the place that I've gone to, I don't know, 4 or 5 times, and it's the place in our area that people can bring walkers and wheelchairs and crutches, canes, all that type of stuff. You can bring there. They will go through them, make sure that they're operable, and then they will give them out to folks. So these are the items that have been gone through. Did that make sense? They've been gone through. Wait, that doesn't sound right. You get what I'm saying. So from the street, it looked like a massive pile. Like more than can fit in my truck. Are you kidding me? What? Are you kidding me? Look at all this scrap aluminum. Wow. That's a lot. All right. Let's get it loaded up. Should have brought some help. this back of the truck, back of the front. All right, what should go first? I'm gonna say steel. Yeah, let's check for steel stuff. Been caught stealing once when I was 5. Nope. Steel. Yeah, that one is steel. So let's get loaded up first. Yep. Yep, very much steel. That one's aluminum, all right. That's aluminum. That one's steel. Hey, don't go on your last run here. And scrap escapes. That one's aluminum. Okay. What about you? Aluminum. That one's steel. So one of you all said to take my magnet and just put it in your glove, dude. Like, all right, let's try it. This way, I always have it. Hey, come back. Some steel. No, that one's aluminum. Steel. All right, gotta figure out how to fold these up. Yep, steel. That's a pretty nifty trick. Where'd you learn that? I didn't. I thought it. That's my favorite, is when we just think up solutions. All right, I'm gonna start a little trash pile here. Is this steel? Yep. I still don't want this portion. I don't know why I get a kick out of this now. Thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about this smartly, or I'm gonna run out of room. Burp, burp. I'll just straighten that up later, I guess. This is my favorite wheelchair so far. This one's way heavier. Uh-oh. What's gonna happen? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. As far as it goes? No, it goes way further than that. All right, I'm gonna have to mush those up a little more. Any more steel wheelchairs? Wow, look at this ancient wheelchair. Yep, very much steel. Wow. It's like 10-speed wheels. Thought I want more closed than that. Yeah, I think I need to back these things into place. That's a lot of stuff. And yeah, I know. I have a 10-foot bed. But it's not infinite. Why are you not closing anymore? There we go. Yeah. For a second I thought about just jumping on it. But cooler minds prevailed. Can't fit another one in there, can I? That guy definitely knows how to do the leaf blower. Why is this taking so long? As long as I can get this done before they're done mowing the grass, that'll be my goal. And remember, success is the slow realization of a worthy goal. My worthy goal is to be done before them. Stay. No! You don't listen. When I hear something 20,000 times per day as a kid, yeah. Could you tell I've heard that before? So, seeing how it's already fallen that way, I'm just gonna keep going. I was watching my buddy. His channel is not Scrap Life 24/7. It's still Scrap Kingdom now. Yeah, he's changed a few times from Tragic Kingdom to Scrap Kingdom to Scrap Life 24/7 to whatever it is now. But talking with him, you know, with us that have that attention deficit type behaviors and thought processes, mix that with an overbearing parent, and you know, it's a bit tough. And the way I dealt with it as a kid and as a young adult is just to get frustrated. No, it's through humor. It's through cracking jokes and sometimes sarcasm. But sarcasm is it can be so easily turned into a tool of manipulation or pain, just because there's always a, you know, a second meaning, some double entendre, which if you're only being funny and there is no edge to it, which is kind of what I was doing, it's what I do, but sometimes it looks like the type of sarcasm that can hurt people's feelings, and I never mean to do that, for sure. But yeah, it's a certain combination of us that are easily, our attention is pulled in different directions, having that, and a parent that isn't understanding of that. And with my parents, I almost said almost, they actually expected adult behavior, adult thought process from children. Our brains aren't developed. Our amygdalas and different aspects of our brain in the executive functions, it's not even there, you know? Or the parts that are supposed to be the size of a walnut, it's the size of a pea, it just doesn't function, you know? It's like expecting a physical child that's small, expecting them to do stuff a large adult can do. They can't do it physically. The brain's the same way. It's physical, it's a thing. So yeah, we can't think and reason. Like making one mistake, you're never allowed to make that mistake again. Yeah, to a 7-year-old, yeah, that doesn't work. But I appreciate Scrap Kingdom. His insights are just spot on. You know, and I'm not saying it's the most perfect analogy, most perfect solutions, but I relate big time. We'll put these on at a different juncture. So one of the guys that was doing the grass said, "Hey, did they quit doing the program?" I'm like, no, they very much are, but they donate out probably 80% of everything that comes in. This is just the 20% that doesn't quite make it. You know, there's something wrong with them. All right, at this point, yeah, I'm gonna have to do probably another row. Yeah, I still only fit all of that onto here. Hey, this will work out pretty well. That'll hold those down. All right, we're still not done yet. I'm on track. I'm gonna start thinking of the song tomorrow. The sun will come out tomorrow. Nope, it's coming out today. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And thanks for watching some of my compilation videos. I know that you've seen a lot of the videos, but I've removed a lot of the content where it's just scrap. So you can, I don't know, like the entire month of July of, I think I'm in the middle of working on July of 2022. I think maybe it's 2021. No, it's 2022. Yeah, because I made 16 videos that month, like every other day. That was a lot of videos. And so basically an entire month's worth of scrapping condensed down to 3 hours, just non-stop scrapping. I like it. I was even telling Renee, my girlfriend, I'm like, this is a good video. I enjoy it. And sometimes when I'm editing, I'm like, oh, that's a bit cringy. But a lot of people enjoy it. So the videos aren't about me. I mean, yeah, the videos are about my scrapping, but it's the purpose. It's not about me. It's about those that enjoy it. So, and that's why I don't say, you know, hey, like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Because the most important person here is you. It's not about just me. I mean, there's enough attention on me as it is. This is a you day. It's like the other day, Renee cleaned the kitchen really well. I mean, like impressively well. and I called it RAD. It was the Renee Appreciation Day. Yeah, so today is the You Appreciation Day. YAD. Yeah, that doesn't quite have the same ring, does it? Just punched myself in the stomach. So to prove that this isn't about me, if I wasn't around, would there still be YouTube and you? Yep. If you weren't around, would there be Scrap and Pallet Man videos and YouTube? Nope. All right. I have that much. I have what? 3, 6, 7, 8. I'm thinking just over the top and rope it down. Wait a minute. Hey, that's convenient. Big time. So it's getting a little windy out here. Cool. Catching big time. All right, out of the 4 that are left, yeah, the most challenging is this one. I've already taken most of the cloth off. Where's the brake? Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this out a little bit. That didn't work. Maybe that's as close as it's gonna get. Yeah, this one's a bit heavy. Hey. Yeah. This is getting a bit silly, isn't it? Hey, the brakes work. No, that's not gonna work, dude. Nope. Yes, that will work. Burp. This one was pretty light if I remember right. Hey. Calmeth downeth. Wow, those actually have air in them. Oh, cool. No, that's probably solid rubber. It looks like, it feels like there's air in it. All right. Nice. Time to get a rope. Hey, I keep my gloves right there. It's part of a hard drive. Those are the best magnets. About right there. There we go. Hey. It's actually a super nice day. We had a heat wave for, I don't know, a month. And then today, it's like room temperature outside. Yeah, like 72 Fahrenheit, 71 Fahrenheit today. What is that? 18? 19 Celsius, something like that. I'm okay with that. Yeah, and the humidity dropped. Yeah, being 95 and same amount of humidity. No bueno. Yeah, I'm going to interweave this a little bit. Do a little hitch. That breeze feels good too. Can you hear that breeze in the camera? Probably. Oh, that didn't work. Let's try that again. That was a little bit of a workout. Can feel it in my muscles. Yeah, let's do that. Yep, that'll work just fine. That ain't going nowhere. So I'm gonna head to the scrapyard right now, and I loaded the truck with the aluminum on the backs, the aluminum breakage, and then the steel. So another thing that's kind of cool is my hand. You know, I had some issues with, you know, some trigger finger and some other stuff, and I can't quite pronounce it. It starts with a D. But anyway, my hand's been feeling better, like 90% good. So I'm gonna try to play some guitar later. I played guitar yesterday. I actually pulled up the song Crazy Train, And I know like 75% of the song. I don't know the lead. I don't know how the song structure is. Like, I don't have it memorized or anything. But I pulled off like 75% of the song, and I was jamming. So, I don't know. Before the end, I think I'm going to try that. I don't know if I'll get a copyright strike. I probably will. I don't know. So playing guitar yesterday, you know, with my hand feeling better, as a musician, to not be able to play music, it's tough. It's something I've always been able to do. If ever I'm bored, I'll just go play some music. It's a complete creative outlet. And so yesterday when I was playing along with that song and I'm not quite, you know, getting the song structure down, I'll start a part early, or, you know, the pre-chorus I'll forget, and or the chorus I'll play it one too many times. But like what Beethoven said, to play the wrong note is insignificant, but to play without passion is inexcusable. So one thing I was doing, I was playing with some passion. All right, so 7,200 pounds. The way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna offload all of, we're gonna get a complete weight of the truck. Then they're gonna take, ooh, he has a lift gate on there. Can I go over there, dude? Yeah, so I'm gonna get a complete weight of the truck. Watch your head. And then they'll take the weight of the aluminum breakage off, and then I'll get the steel off, and then at the end we'll weigh the truck out and then just subtract the aluminum breakage off of the total weight, and whatever's remaining is the steel. Yeah, that's one thing about making videos, is that it's a creative outlet. I like it. You know, am I a scrapper first? No. I like making videos, having fun. I'm not like super good at it, but it's what I do. Jesus, what's happening? Hey, David. Uh-oh. Yeah, I have two ropes. One is significantly longer than the other, and this is the longer rope. I kind of weaved through everything. Got some aluminum breakage for you. Thanks, man. Whoa. Slow your roll, Scrap. So basically this is the steel side, even though there is some aluminum, but this, yeah, it's, huh, maybe there's no aluminum to that. While I'm waiting for a bin, check out their stainless steel pile. Nice. Very nice. So what I want to do is to kind of place it in there neatly. So I'll bet there'll be 2 of those that I'm gonna have to do. Yes. Put these on second class, whatever you want to call it. And this one too. You should just snap tool it into place. Maybe. It's not a bad idea. Sometimes I need my exercise. Company. If I keep these as flat as possible, I'll be able to get a lot more into that bin. You know what I mean, Burn? I don't know. This. Yeah, and then the wheelchairs. Good. Oh, there's one over here. Oh. Sorry. That's the aluminum breakage too. All right, so let's get rid of the steel. Where am I gonna park? Right there. There's the cook machine. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of spinning my tires like this in the scrapyard. All right, am I good? No, I'm not. Straighten up. Straighten up, Paw. I've heard that a few times. Hey, is that my buddy Marcus? I think it is. Alright, I'm gonna back up further. Hello. That's not Marcus. I thought it was. You thought wrong, Claw. That was one that my dad used to use all the time. Like, Dad, well, I thought it was like this. You thought wrong. That's a meaningless utterance. Popcorn. Yeah, that's a pretty tasty carb. Good old popcorn. So yesterday was a super cool day. Today's a cool day. Yeah, this stuff's gonna catch. So I did a couple short videos of me picking this stuff up, and a lot of people were like, hey, how come you're not donating that? And you know, a lot of people that watch short videos, they're not the same audience. So they don't know that this stuff comes from the donation place. What? So any guesses on how much this aluminum breakage is going to be? I'm going to say 60 bucks for the aluminum breakage and 20 bucks for the steel. That's my guess. All good. I'll throw that away some other place. All right, let's go get paid. Yeah, I really like that people are allowed to get their umbrellas out and do their micro scrapping right here. I know there's some litigious minded folks, but I'm glad there are folks that aren't worried about, you know, hey, you can get sued. Really? If I'm a grown man deciding to take a Sawzall to some scrap, I don't think a scrapyard is liable for anything. Right. And 6540. So in Las Vegas, especially towards Henderson, during the dam being built, the Hoover Dam, they had a whole bunch of these, it's almost like micro motel rooms that basically was just it was like these storage units, but there was a bed and a desk and a chair, and one person would live in. Actually, that's a really good example of it. So in Henderson, they would have, it looked like this. So you could lock the door and you could go off and do your work at the dam or at Lake Mead. But then you come back and there was like a central bathroom, but then you had your little room. What if, I know this can't happen because of legalities and blah, 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 the government, but if, let's say we had little rooms at the scrapyard and the scrapyard was open 24/7. That folks would come out, do their micro scrapping, go out and scrap, come back, sawing stuff all day and all night, living in the little rooms. I think that would be amazing. And I know there's 1,000 reasons that it can't happen, but just think if it could. Picture all of these being rooms you could stay at, scrapyard open all the time, micro scrapping. I don't know. A scrapper likes to be able to dream. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Good.
Good, thanks.
So I had the steel, and then just subtract the aluminum breakage from the weight. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sign.
Thank you. It's a lot of brass. Wonderful. Thank you. All right. See you later. Have a good day. Whoa. Do you see that? Did I predict that or what? Father in heaven, thank you for this day. We are not promised this day. Thank you for it. Thank you for life and love and others and family and friends. Thank you for friends, God. In the name of Jesus, amen. All right. I'm gonna yield because the laws of gross tonnage applies. All right, so aluminum breakage. All right, so they separated, yeah. So just those two wheelchairs was 10 bucks. And then almost $50 for the aluminum breakage and $22 of steel for $79.54. Wow, that's pretty cool. You know, let's go ahead and have a talk once we get inside the truck. I just don't want to get anywhere close to a big rig that's moving. Nope. I had a bass player friend that a couple of churches ago in Roscoe. Yeah, he had his foot. Well, I don't want to get into the details, but yeah, he is a great bass player. You know what I forgot to do? That dehumidifier or air conditioner, whatever it is. I forgot to take that off of the truck. Am I in the way? I might be. So, a couple of things I'm bothered by, and yeah, one is it's the circle of life. You know that I'm friends with most people in my genre, in my type of YouTube content. You know, I know them. I've interacted with most, if not all. And one of the YouTubers, Junk Dauber, he is in his middle 80s now, and he's approaching end of life. So hospice is involved. His daughter's taking care of him, Jennifer, and his grandsons are taking care of him. And he has done live videos and actual videos, like all the way up until, I don't know, a couple of months ago. And he went to the hospital and he came out, and they did a live video about a week ago. And he was up and spry and energetic, and his daughter was in the background, you know, doing her beads and her arts and crafts and stuff, and he's just talking about life, and And then yesterday they had a live video, and he is just laying in bed, and hospice is saying that he's in transition for end of life. And you know, he's been my friend, you know, for the 8.5 years that I've been doing YouTube. And he started shortly after I started, and you know, and I don't know why my channel got more popular, and I don't know, it just did. Maybe it's age related, maybe it's content related, I don't know. But a lot of folks that are like, you don't have to be Christian to be my friend. You don't have to, you know, you can be foul-mouthed and ornery and whatever. I'll still be your friend, you know. Yeah, none of that's a lot of people, I enjoy their company just because I enjoy their company. You know, there's a lot of folks that I don't have hardly anything in common with, and I completely enjoy their company. So there are some channels that are on YouTube that are similar to mine, but have just completely different values. And some of them are quite gruff with their language and topics that they bring up, and their jokes that I just cringe at. But you know what? People cringe at different things that I do. You know, and I say this all the time, that it's this is your world, this is your life, and I'm just passing through. And I saw something on Eddie Murphy did this little skit. It wasn't even a skit, it was like just a little short video. And he says, hey, if we're lucky, we're gonna have 75 summers, 75 autumns, 75 springs, 75 winters. And that's it. And I'm like, whoa. So I have like 15 left. It just makes me think, like, what am I doing today? And then seeing, you know, my friend Russell, that's Junk Dauber, right there, you know, at the end of life. And you know, and I, in my personal belief, you know, my personal religion, you know, believes that he's saved and he's, you know, gonna live life forever. And you know, and that's what faith is. Faith is believing without the factual knowledge of. It's faith, it's belief. You know, I don't, do I know that it's true? I pretty much know it, but I can't prove it. No one can prove it. People could say they prove it, and they can get all these, you know. But yeah, so it gets me bummed out to see that. And the second thing I'm bummed out is a friend of mine, his son was sentenced yesterday for a crime. And it's a tragedy all around. And, you know, but there was a victim and there was a perpetrator, and there is punishment. And it bums me out to see the parents, because that's who I'm friends with, are the parents. I couldn't imagine it, what they're going through. And so I have that on my mind, and it's a little bit of a struggle to be happy-go-lucky when I'm seeing friends of mine, you know, I mean, they didn't cause it, they can't fix it, there's nothing they can do. It's just pure pain on their part. You know, and then seeing Russell, you know, from Junk Dauber. And anyway, I care about you. I love you to the ends of the earth. And sometimes it's rough. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hearing what's on my heart. And it's I don't know. I like this morning when I woke up, I mean, I was tearful and just hands up in the air praying to God. Oh my God, we need your help. You know, and it just reminded me, there was an old saying, and it's in French, and I can't remember it all, but basically the end of the old saying is, you know, don't let this world make you cruel. And yeah, because it's easy to get mad and angry. And so that's my prayer, is God, let us not let this world make us cruel. In the name of Jesus, amen. Should we try to sneak up on Olivia? I think we can. Yeah, that's my solar panel for my solar powered generator. Is that Olivia? Hello, Miss Olivia. Everyone wanted to say hi. You doing good? You look good. All right, so you want to play some guitar? My daughter's not here, so we can crank it up. Hey. All right, it's working. You might want to turn down your volume a little bit. I don't know. Just making stuff up.